Good morning and welcome back to CityLine. With me right now, I have I'm going to call it the Uber Committee, because this committee does everything. They do it when they come together, but they also do it in their personal lives too. I'm talking about the City Events and Recognition Committee, and we are here to talk about the MLK Junior celebration that's coming up on Monday, January 15th. So please join me in welcoming someone that you know I love, and she's near and dear to my heart, Jessica Johnston. Welcome back.
Hello, thank you for having me.
You look incredible.
Oh, thank you.
You look perfect, ready for the stage. You mean business.
I was coming to see the queen of the sofa, so.
Thank you. And you brought with you
Yes.
this very handsome, and his name means gentleman, but in a very gentle way. Keone Ho, how are you?
I'm well this morning. Thank you for having me.
Good to see you. Good to see you. And then you, my love, the last time I saw you, I was emceeing Tacoma Opera's gala. Karen Sudereth, you are also a committee member on the City Events and Recognition. And in your spare time, you do so much for Tacoma Opera. Thank you so much, my dear. And welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, Jessica, every year, I swear you guys must start back on the 4th of July planning this, because it's got so many moving pieces, and every year it's better and better and better. So what can you tell us about this year's MLK Junior event, the theme, what to expect, and of course, what's new?
Yeah, absolutely. So this year's theme is a community blueprint, building block by block.
Oh,
yes. So that is after Dr. King's speech that is not as famous as the I Have a Dream speech, but there's a wonderful speech he did in the 60s to a group of junior high school students that was called, "What is Your Life's Blueprint?" And I came upon this speech last year when I was doing some work investigating Dr. King, and it was amazing. And so basically that speech is discussing how we all bring something to the table, that we the community is the building blocks. We are the foundation, that everything we do is a piece of the pie, if you will.
These are scenes from last year, and look at this. Look at all of these people getting awards, and look at the audience, and there's always tears of joy.
There's always tears of joy.
Yeah, there is. Karen, tell us about the details, location, time, other things to note.
Well, it's going to be this Monday on the 15th, and the program itself, which is going to be broadcast live, starts at 11, and it's at the Greater Tacoma Convention Center in the 3rd floor ballroom.
Okay.
So anyone that wants to come to the event, there's also a community outreach fair that starts at 10 a.m.
Excellent.
And I believe there's over 40 tables.
What? 40 organizations
40
have
organizations.
stood up and said, we want a table because we want to talk to the community about what we do.
Exactly.
Outstanding.
And the other thing for people to know is that on a holiday, it's free parking downtown everywhere, so you don't have to worry about paying.
And Karen, where are we going? Are we going to the Dome? Are we going to LeMay? Are we going to
the Greater Tacoma Convention Center, and it's the 3rd floor ballroom.
Okay.
And I've been told that they'll have all of the doors open so people can enter off of Commerce, they can enter off of, what is it, 12th, 13th?
12th, yeah.
13th,
I believe. So you can enter on all the different, places for the convention center, and then 10 o'clock for the community outreach, and 11 to 12 is the program itself.
I love that. Okay, you ready? It's your turn now, Mr. Gentle Gentleman. Keone, tell us who will receive, and maybe I should do a drum roll, the prestigious Community Service Awards. Tell us.
Yes, so Mayor Woodards, she'll be presenting her service awards.
Yes.
And we'll drum roll. This year's recipient is
Boom.
Pastor Gregory Christopher with Shiloh Baptist Church
Yay!
here in the city. Yes, a little bit about Pastor Gregory. He's a graduate of the A.L. Hardy Academy of Theology, where he pursued and received a Doctor of Ministry and a Master of Theology. And he's the current president of the Tacoma chapter of the NAACP.
Wow.
And if I may get one more drum
Please
roll
do.
for our emerging leader. Gloria Joy Kazuko Mohammed.
Oh, I love that.
She goes by Joy for short. She's a writer, a teaching artist, and an educator. She graduated from the Washington State Teaching Artist Training Lab. She's the founding volunteer of Healers Connect.
Oh.
She hosts virtual writing workshops rooted in healing and personal development.
Yeah.
She's a strong advocate for social justice, and if all of that weren't enough, she's works with various sustainability and community gardens in Tacoma too.
Good. And you know, I'm taking a page out of Shannon's here. Do you think she sleeps for wellness? She needs to if she's doing all that.
I sure hope she does.
I hope she does too. So,
And I
go
do
ahead.
have one more. We
Oh,
got a drum
drum
roll
roll.
for our lifetime service.
there it is. That's what I was going to ask.
We'll be honoring Lisa Matthews. Lisa is an advocate for the Vietnamese community. She's the organizer for Tết. That's the Vietnamese New Year. And since 1978, she's been advocating on behalf of Vietnamese seniors and youth and mothers. Wow. And she's got a really special bent towards advocating for Vietnamese refugee women experiencing domestic violence and genderqueer and non-binary youth. So we just want to congratulate here at CERC all those awardees and nominees too.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's impressive. And you just said that so fluently. Look at you. You know your stuff. Well, speaking of knowing your stuff, describe what it's like for us or for, let's say, Jessica, because Jessica is destined to win major awards in her life. What would it be like for her to go through the nomination process, such as the MLK Community Service Award?
Yes, well, we were really fortunate enough at CERC to receive 28 separate nominations. This year,
28?
28, yeah. It's a significant increase over previous years. And some nominees even received multiple nods, which is pretty impressive. And they ranged in fields from leaders in the cultural space to advocates for social justice to public service employees, even business leaders looking to make impactful change in their industry. And we were really excited that we got to see all these people across Tacoma just working towards positive difference in their community, and we want to see and recognize more.
Yes, right.
Right.
Well,
So what we want to do is encourage each of you out there to keep an eye out for your leaders in service
Yes.
and nominate them for the City of Destiny Awards coming up in summer.
oh, there we
June
go.
2024.
Oh, I love that because there's a part two. There's another shoe on this dropping of the awards.
Sure is.
Jessica, when you think about all of the ideas that you had back in July when you got your band of merry people together, and now you think about it's less than 72 hours away from this, what is something special that just right off the top of your head you say, I'm so glad we're doing this year?
Right. The whole thing is special as it is every
Yes.
year and grows and grows. As we mentioned, the community outreach fair has grown a lot this
Yes.
year. Toolbox Laboratories has definitely been a huge help. Aaron's been here a few times. Yes. Especially with the theme, building block by block. He's created interactive games and also kind of sculpture building that children and adults alike can all
I love
participate in
that.
at the outreach fair, building blocks of the community and cityscapes. Yeah, it's going to be really exciting. So definitely come and check out Toolbox.
I love it when you bring forth activities that are symbolic of those neighborhoods,
Yes.
or symbolic of what Martin Luther King Jr. was fighting for in his life,
Correct.
which is unity and peace. And learning how to build blocks is exactly, or how to take those blocks apart
Yes.
if they're not serving us,
Right.
and re-put them in a way that benefits everyone.
Right.
Karen, what kind of performance, since you've got the Tacoma Opera blood in your veins, what performances are we going to see?
Well, I will be singing the national anthem.
I know you sing. I love that.
So I will be singing. We have the Tracy L. Davis Celebration Choir.
Okay.
The Northwest Sinfonietta and Tupac are combining forces to do a performance. And then our poet laureate, Christian Page,
Oh, I love
is
Christian.
going to be there.
Boy, if that isn't enough right there, I mean, I would walk anywhere to see Christians speak and to perform. So Jessica, let's tell us about CERC and what's next for the committee.
Yeah, we have a lot of things coming
Yeah.
up. So the announcement came out for special events funding.
Yep,
We had about
I saw that.
Yep, we had $90,000 this year. We had a ton of, kind of like with our MLK applicants for nominations, we had just a ton of people respond to the special events funding. So we are excited that we got to distribute that. Also, we are looking for new members, as we typically do at the beginning of every year. So if you're interested, you can find out more about that at cityoftacoma.com/serve Tacoma.
Yes.
And we would love to have you join our team.
I was on that team 20 years ago, and it
Yeah.
was one of the best ways I ever got to know the city of Tacoma.
Yes.
Because it's movers and shakers that you get to rub shoulders
And people
with.
doing amazing things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about one last plug with the City of Destiny Awards come up, and then I want to remind people that TB Tacoma will be there on that third floor ballroom live on Martin Luther King Day, and also we'll just repeat it every day next week. So that City of Destiny Award, you told us, keep these people in mind for that award.
Please do, please do. So we will open up nominations for City of Destiny in February.
Okay.
So you can also go to the City of Tacoma's website to nominate folks for that. And we have more opportunity to nominate the people doing such great work for our community at City of Destiny Awards. So please do put your thinking caps on and bring in those leaders of our community. Yeah.
And I know, because of the time I was fortunate enough to sit on that committee, that there's just a cadre of angels in our city.
Yes.
That we keep renominating, that I jokingly used to call repeat offenders. But we want those repeat offenders to move over to the City of Destiny Awards,
Yes,
don't we?
we do. We absolutely do.
Thank you, all three of you, for being the trinity of the Martin Luther King Jr. celebration. And I will see you there on Monday.
Sounds great. Thank you, Amanda.
Wonderful. You're welcome. When we come back, Burl Battersby, I love that name, will be in the house to talk about Voices of Tacoma. You don't want to miss that. I'll be right back.